Today we are going to take a look at a few black German figures that have been brushed under the rug. Let us be clear. The images shown for each respective individual or family discussed here in this video is the official family crest or coat of arms. During the medieval period in Europe, obtaining a family crest or coat of arms involved several steps: petition or grant. A family or individual would petition a heraldic authority, such as a king, noble, or heraldic college, for a coat of arms, or one might be granted in recognition of service or status. Design. The design of the coat of arms was created with symbols, charges, and colors, tinctures, that had specific meanings. This process often involved consultation with a herald or heraldic artist. Heraldic authority. Approval. The proposed coat of arms had to be approved by a heraldic authority to ensure it did not duplicate existing arms and followed heraldic rules. Registration. Once approved, the coat of arms was officially recorded in a register or roll of arms, which was maintained by the heraldic authority. Heraldic visitations. Heralds conducted visitations to verify and record the arms used by nobility and gentry, ensuring proper use and preventing unauthorized adoption of arms. Inheritance and display. The coat of arms could then be inherited by descendants and displayed on shields, banners, seals, and other items to signify family identity and status. This process helped establish and regulate the use of heraldic symbols across Europe, creating a system of identification and lineage for noble families. Melchior Schedel, born in 1415, was a prominent physician in the 15th century. His contributions to medicine were significant during his time, and he was a respected figure in Nuremberg, Germany. The Schedel family was well regarded, and Melchior's status and connections likely influenced his son, Hartmann Schedel, who went on to become a notable humanist, physician, and historian. Melchior's work as a physician would have involved the practices typical of the period, including the use of herbal remedies, bloodletting, and other treatments based on the humoral theory of medicine, which dominated European medical practice until the modern period. His expertise and reputation in medicine afforded his family a certain level of prestige and stability. One of Melchior Schedel's most significant legacies is his son, Hartmann Schedel, born in 1440. Hartmann was educated in medicine, likely influenced by his father's profession, but he is most famous for his work as a historian and the author of the Nuremberg Chronicle, Liber Chronicarum, published in 1493. This book is one of the best documented early printed books, containing extensive historical and geographical information, illustrated with numerous woodcuts by artists such as Michael Wohlgemuth and Wilhelm Pleidenwerf. The Nuremberg Chronicle is a cornerstone in the history of print and reflects the intellectual environment of its time, which was shaped by the Renaissance's humanistic currents. Melchior's support and the intellectual environment he provided at home undoubtedly played a role in Hartmann's education and his later achievements. While specific details about Melchior Schedel's personal life and career are limited, his legacy is intertwined with the broader cultural and intellectual advancements of the late medieval and early Renaissance periods. His contributions to medicine and the support he provided to his son underscore his role in the historical narrative of this era. Hartmann Schedel, a remarkable figure from German history. As a physician and historian, Schedel made significant contributions to our understanding of Nuremberg, a city rich in history and culture. Hartmann Schedel was born on February 13, 1440, in Nuremberg, Germany. From an early age, he showed a keen interest in both the medical sciences and the rich history of his homeland. This dual passion led him to become not only a respected physician, but also a dedicated historian. Schedel's most notable work revolves around his detailed accounts of Nuremberg, most famously encapsulated in his monumental work, the Nuremberg Chronicle, or Schedelsche Weltchronik. This ambitious project, published in 1493, meticulously documented the history of the world from creation to his contemporary times, with a special focus on Nuremberg. Next, we have the Fugger family. In the annals of European history, few families have left as indelible a mark on the economic and political landscape as the Fugger family of Augsburg, Germany. Rising to prominence in the 15th century, the Fuggers became synonymous with wealth, power, and influence, establishing a legacy that endured for centuries. Origins and rise to prominence. The Fugger family's journey to greatness began with Hans Fugger, a humble weaver who settled in Augsburg in 1367. His son, Jakob Fugger the Elder, expanded the family's business into textiles, laying the foundation for what would become a vast commercial empire. However, it was Jakob Fugger the Rich, born in 1459, who truly elevated the family's fortunes. Through shrewd business acumen and strategic alliances, Jakob transformed the Fugger family into one of the most powerful banking houses in Europe. Banking and mining ventures. Jakob Fugger the Rich recognized early on the potential of banking and finance as vehicles for wealth accumulation. He lent substantial sums to emperors, kings, and popes, becoming the chief financier of the Habsburg dynasty. The Fugger Bank not only facilitated vast monetary transactions, but also played a pivotal role in funding wars, political campaigns, and even the election of Charles V as Holy Roman Emperor. In addition to banking, the Fugger family ventured into mining, acquiring lucrative concessions in Tyrol, Hungary, and Spain. They dominated the European copper market, controlling much of the continent's copper production and trade. This diversification into mining not only increased their wealth, but also solidified their influence over key economic resources. Next, we have the Tucher family, originating from Nuremberg, Germany, during the 1300s to 1400s, was a prominent merchant and patrician family deeply involved in various industries like textiles, finance, and trade. One of their notable members, Johann Tucher, in 1370-1440, expanded the family's business interests, including the management of the Tucher Bank. They played a significant role in Nuremberg's economic and social life, supporting arts and charitable projects. The family also founded the Tucher Beer Company, which has been a prominent brewery in Nuremberg since the late Middle Ages. Today, while ownership and management have evolved, the Tucher name remains associated with this historical brewery, reflecting their enduring impact on Nuremberg's brewing tradition and German beer culture. Throughout the centuries, the Tucher family continued to be influential in Nuremberg's economic and social spheres, maintaining their prominence through strategic marriages and business ventures. Today, the legacy of the Tucher family is preserved in historical records and artifacts, reflecting their enduring impact on the history of Nuremberg and Germany. Please note that all the families mentioned here were originally black. The images shown on the family crests are of the progenitors of the families themselves. Often, people attempt to dismiss a Moorish or black head as Saint Maurice, which is a grave travesty and an example of lazy scholarship. This undermines the significant contributions and presence of black figures in medieval Europe. Please like, share, and subscribe this video.